What's up, y'all? It's your girl Araneae Storm checking in for the weekly astrology. For those of y'all that don't know me, it's your first time coming to my channel. My name is Araneae Storm. You can find me on all social media at Araneae Storm. You can find me if you would like to book a reading with your girl. You know what I'm saying? At Araneae Storm. Not at Araneae Storm. AraneaeStorm.wix.com/info. I do Mars activations, and I also do North and South Node consultations. You know what I'm saying? Figure out where you at, figure out where you want to go, figure out where you're trying to be, figure out where you've been. You feel me? And how you can use that Mars energy to direct you to that path. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, yo. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for everybody who's came through over this past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate y'all's support. I really do appreciate y'all's love and things like that. Like, I could feel it. So today, what I'll be doing is, not only will I be doing the weekly astrology videos, but the moon sign series will also be dropping this week, so you can definitely get that dose of Aries to Cancer this week. You gonna get that dosage of Leo to Scorpio next week, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? We gonna do it like that. I definitely want to say, and I think it goes well because I will be talking about Pluto being direct, Mercury in Scorpio, and some of the aspects that are going down this week. It's a lot going on this week, y'all, by the way. I'm not going to go over all of it because I don't want y'all's brain to go overboard. I will be explaining some of the aspects and stuff like that, but I'm going to just kind of sum it up so you kind of get like the gist of what's really going down. But yeah, I feel like the only thing that's in retrograde right now is Mars. That's the only thing that's in retrograde right now. Everything else, especially on Saturn, that very hard Saturn aspects right now have been in retrograde. So it's been feeling like we've been doing a lot of dancing. We've been doing a lot of pushing and pulling, and I'm on this side and I'm going to this, like, damn, like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been real flip-floppy. Like, damn, should I move forward with this shit, or damn, should I cut this shit off, or damn, am I giving too much energy and time to this? Like, it's been a very, like, especially in Libra season, since it's been about balance and stuff, it's like trying to find the balance in between what needs to go and what needs to stay. So definitely want to talk about that. I definitely am going to be talking about that as well. But I guess we could just go ahead and start off with Pluto direct. Once again, like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's using this energy to their benefit, and also taking your time with it. I'm gonna get more into that a little bit later, but definitely this is a time. Don't let nobody rush you into doing shit right now. Yeah, you need to stay on your shit. Yeah, you need to make sure shit is getting done, but don't let nobody try to rush you on some shit. Like, take your fucking time. Take your time. This is the perfect time to build. This is the perfect time to see things through. And Mars retrograde right now this Mars retrograde is not asking anybody to push forward. It's not. It's letting you know, before you launch, before you move forward, you need to make sure that you have these things in place first. And I'm gonna get on that, especially when we're talking about Mercury and Scorpio. Let's get there. So Pluto direct. So Pluto went direct yesterday. As I wrote these notes, it went direct. Pluto and Capricorn went direct, and honestly, these planets going in direct in these past 2 weeks have felt like a weight is literally being lifted off of a lot of our shoulders. I know a lot of y'all are still going through, we're all going through essentially deep transformations and things like that in our personal lives, in our professional lives, whatever you want to call it. Like, there's a lot of just deep-seated transformative experiences. If y'all don't know what Pluto is, and it is your first time coming to my channel, Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. It is the sign, or it's the planet of deep transformative experiences. Think of it as the phoenix going down in the ashes and rising up, coming anew. It's death and rebirth. It's the Tower card, I like to say, essentially, of like, just having to experience that quick, fast, bolt change, even though Scorpio is a fixed sign, so it takes Scorpio a minute. Sometimes even Scorpio will fight this change, or just that plutonic energy. A lot of people will fight against going into the darkness and it being able to emerge anew into the light. So when you have Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto is also about exposure. It's about exposing or having you face or having you see things that you probably wouldn't able to see in the light. You know, you have to get deep down and go into that darkness in order to discover what's on the other side, or going deep down into that darkness in order to figure out, you know, what's on the other side of that tunnel. You know what I mean? And so with Capricorn being there, it's like, you know, we talk about Capricorn as being like the seer of time. You know, it's very wise, wisdom. It's the governments, it's traditions, it's all these things that we're seeing. It's all these things that we've been seeing, especially when it comes to what the media wants to show us versus what we know to be true with these government systems. So with Pluto being direct, especially Mercury being in Scorpio, like I said, I'm going to talk about Mercury in Scorpio, but specifically, there's going to be a lot of, like, we thought we was hearing about shit coming out for real, but now that Pluto is direct, a lot of the things that were meant to be put on the back burner, or things that we were still like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, or I don't know what's going on with this shit, but it is something and you just can't quite put your finger on it. Oh baby, with Pluto being direct, it's gonna come up. If it's anything that's been, you know, integrity checks is gonna be coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like if you haven't been all the way, you know, raw you know, with some shit, like that shit's gonna be coming up, and it's probably gonna be coming up in like unexpected ways, or like, damn, like I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like just some information, especially in regards to like the public, will be exposed. Things will be coming out. A lot of people during this time period, especially leading up to this season finale, you know, and for those of y'all that don't know what the season finale is your first time checking this out, the season finale of this presidential, not even just the elections, but the whole smear campaign of the government right now. Like we're literally on live television. So I'll explain it at this part like this. Basically, I know y'all all probably don't watch reality shows, and I've definitely been I've actually weaned myself off of watching like reality shows if they, you know what I'm saying, if it's just like mess and drama and stuff like that. I used to, but I'm really starting to kind of slowly wing off, because it's just honestly, especially in this point in time, it's just been so much to like try to take in that it's just like, bitch, I'm so good. Like I don't even need this energy in my life. But for the most part, it's like, basically if you're watching a reality show and then, for instance, somebody finds out that they had like somebody did like some tax fraud or some, you know what I'm saying, like some bullshit that comes out on the show, and it's like, but I thought that was his house. Like, oh, I thought that was her house, or that, I thought that, you know what I mean? Like, it's that, I mean, that's just like minute, but since we're talking about government and we're talking about like traditional, these systems and stuff, this is also squaring Mars and Aries in retrograde right now. So there's a lot of tension, once again, like I said last week, between the people and the government systems. There's a lot of people that are clashing with the systems. People are asking for justice. People are asking for things to change. And it's only so much people are going to ask before people start doing other shit that has nothing to do with asking. Aries is not an asking, you know, Aries is not necessarily a person to keep asking for shit. Because Aries essentially, especially when it's direct, Aries just gets and does what it wants. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to just take it, or I'm going to just do it, or I'm going to just fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? That's very much Aryan energy, especially when Mars is in Aries. It's the warrior energy. It conquers, it, you know, it defeats. So now, because Aries is irritated as fuck right now, it's like, oh shit. And then we got Chiron there, the black moon is there. Like, it's this pressure cooker energy. So now I'm going to move on to Mercury and Scorpio. I am going to go, like I said, I'm going to kind of touch on the transits a little bit, but let me touch on the transits and then we'll get into Mercury and Scorpio. So once again, we have Mars squaring this Capricorn energy at this current moment still. Today we have Uranus and Taurus opposite, are opposing Mercury and Scorpio. So, you know, a lot of people who, you know, they're just quick changes. Like, this is the type of energy because, you know, Uranus and Taurus, you know, Uranus is already irritated in Taurus, you know what I'm saying? Because Taurus likes to move slow, whereas Uranus is like thunderbolts, lightning. It just strikes. It's Aquarian energy. It strikes, hits you fast. It hits you hard. It hits you home. And now you have Mercury and Scorpio, which Mercury and Scorpio ain't no like... Mercury and Scorpio can be passive to a sense, but if Mercury and Scorpio gets mad as shit, it's on. You're done. Your shit is done. They come and stinging your shit like... You know what I'm saying? They come in just on your shit, just stinging your shit. They could be very blunt, and they don't have no filter. So this is a or they can get to a point where they have no filter. They just tell you some shit, and literally, you know what I'm saying, niggas' feelings is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets deep. So this could be a week where one little thing could pop off, or one little thing can irritate somebody or irritate a group of people, and it just literally goes into like full blaze on the like on a whole nother level, a whole another side, and you like, whoa, what? Like, somebody can say something, or you know what I'm saying, somebody can say something that can really sting you this week, that can really, or you might be saying that shit to somebody else. So I just say, once again, like I said last week, and I'm going to be talking about this throughout the next couple months, because this is energy we're all going to be collectively feeling, especially as we move into Scorpio season. That pop-off energy is going to be real strong, okay? It's going to be very, very fucking strong. So just heed, you know what I'm saying? That's not the word of the month, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So, Chiron in Aries, opposing the Sun in Libra. So once again, a lot of people, this is Monday and Tuesday, so a lot of people are going to be questioning themselves and like, where do they fit, and who are they now, and you know, what kind of groups, you know, not necessarily fit in a sense of where you want to be like everybody else, but you want to be with people that share, you know, that kind of share that similar energy. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday we have the moon square Venus and Virgo, so this is going to be a lot of there's going to be so much mental energy going on this week as well. We have a lot of T-squares coming up as well. I'm not going to get too deep into the T-squares, but the T-squares start happening Thursday, Friday, and I think Saturday. Yeah, there's just a lot of opposing energy, but then energy squaring each other. I'm going to just basically explain it like this, because I don't want y'all to lose y'all's minds for me explaining this, because I know it can be a lot. It's just going to be a lot of like bipolar energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's energy over here, it's motherfuckers over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all types of just a lot going on. So this T-square on Thursday, we have Uranus and Taurus, Venus and Virgo, and Mercury and Scorpio. So we're going to be a lot of ways that we're communicating in relationships, a lot of ways that we are once again talking to people, and like how we're searching for community, and how we're searching to, or not even searching, or how we would like or to receive love, and really have that kind of nurturing energy, because we're all searching for that nurturing kind of energy at this point, like, or just energy that is not only serving, you know, or we're serving other people, but it's also being returned, you know, served to ourselves in return. And so a lot of people are going to be looking beyond like surface-based conversation. You're just going to see a lot of people wanting to talk. You're going to see that a lot of people really wanting to talk, or a lot of people wanting to be like kind of in their own hermit or in their own shell. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's interesting about this week is very like contrasting energy, and also very extreme to a sense. You're going to see a lot of people wanting to kind of be away, or kind of, you know, kind of leave, or just need time to be really alone, or need time to like really recharge and things like that, or you're going to see a lot of people just needing to be out and needing to communicate and wanting to talk and wanting to, you know what I'm saying, do that. So let me get into Mercury and Scorpio, because Mercury period definitely changes the way that you see media. You know, it changes the way that we're communicating with each other. It's changing the way that we see our perception, the way we see things. It's just, you know, and then we talking about, you know, the retrograde is coming up in Scorpio. So it's like, we're already in that shadow period. We're already in that shadow energy. So it's just, y'all, I definitely say, with this Mercury Scorpio energy, you know, because it's, once again, it's already been this shadow. It was already in this shadow period, you know, as it moved out of Mercury and Libra to Mercury and Scorpio. Like, because people's deepest, darkest, when Mercury comes into Scorpio, people's deepest, darkest, not only wounds, but intentions, like you're gonna start to see people's true colors in Mercury and Scorpio. Mercury and Libra, you can kind of hide it, you can kind of play like, oh yeah, da, 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 da. And then Mercury and Scorpio, you will be exposed. Your shit will literally be exposed. And I'm not saying it'll be exposed to the masses, but you'll know, you'll feel it. This is very, because it's fixed water energy, it's very easy for motherfuckers to get cut off. It's very easy for motherfuckers to get cut off at this period of time, y'all. I'm telling you, because people are being so blunt and open with, in a sense, because like I said, Mercury and Scorpio can be very passive, but when it gets to that stinker, or when it gets to that point, and not even just when it gets to that point, Mercury and Scorpio just kind of says, for the most part, depending on what kind of aspects is going on, you know what I'm saying, and what, you know what I mean, like, it's really good for just saying how it feels. And sometimes not everybody can handle like that directness that Scorpio gives. That's why people think, once again, that Scorpio is a fire sign, because it's very, even though, once again, and we talked about this in the rising sign video, like outwardly, you know, Scorpio kind of looks, or kind of can hold things in and mask those things in. But when you have, you know what I'm saying, when you have Mercury there, you know, it can feel a little irritating, you know what I'm saying, like, it wants to communicate, but it's holding a lot of things in. But then when it does communicate and it does say what it has to say, it's very just blunt and fucking direct. And not everybody can handle it. Not everybody can, you know, because it's razor sharp. It just says what it says. You ain't no going around it. Ain't no dancing over here, dancing over there, trying to get to the... Nah. I said what I said. Scorpio energy. Mercury and Scorpio. I said what I said. And I'm not taking it back. You feel me? That's very much so Mercury and Scorpio energy. Definitely. Just be really careful with your words this week. I wouldn't even say careful with your words all the time, because I feel like you should be able to say what you got to say. I think it's just how you say things this week. It's how you say things this week. Because we are in a shadow period of retrograde, be very careful about how you're communicating with people as well. Be very, because if you're not being direct, or if you're not saying what it is that you have to say, for real, things can get misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? You can run off the deep end and say, you know what I'm saying? You'll end up fucking saying some shit you can't take back. And after that, there's no turning back. You know what I'm saying? So just be very aware of that. Be very aware of, once again, like, how you're communicating with people, you know what I mean, and what it is that you're trying to say, and get to a point where you are able to communicate that in a way where the other person understands. And if you communicate to a point where, you know what I'm saying, the other person is still questioning what you gotta say, or still, it ain't for them. It's not for them. It's not for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just let it be. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, you know, Mercury and I feel like Mercury and Virgo and Mercury and Scorpio are very similar energies. You know what I'm saying? It's very cut and dry, and it's very to the point. It just gets to the bottom. It just tells you, it gets to the bottom, and it's just like bam, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And everybody cannot handle that. So just definitely keep that in mind this week. Once again, like I said, there's so many like contrasting energies going on this week. So I think honestly for a lot of people this week, I know I kind of said there's going to be a lot of people who's either this or that. I would definitely say this week you probably want to take a little bit more time to yourself. You probably want to take a little bit more time to just be in your own energy, be in your own, you know, feel your own self out, feel how you feel, you know. And this is a really good time for writing. This is a really good time for making music. This is a really good time for using creative outlets in order to express yourself versus taking whatever it is out on somebody else, or taking whatever pent up pressure that you got within yourself on somebody else. So use this energy wisely. Use this shit wisely, y'all, as wisely as you possibly can, because you don't want to fuck up something that, you know what I'm saying, you regret in the future. You know what I mean? You feel me? So, yeah, that's all I really have for this week. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on these. Well, I didn't get started. I'm already getting started. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this week's moon sign series. And then, yeah, I'm going to check in with y'all this week. I'm going to definitely try to get the animal totem things back to y'all. I know it's been a minute since I did like the animal totems and stuff like that, but I think I'm gonna start making like separate videos for the animal totem, like monthly animal totems and things like that we'll focus on. I'm thinking of doing the roach for, you know, reasons that I talked about in the other videos, but we gonna see. We kind of took out our books and stuff like that too, so I have my animal totem book again, so I might go ahead and bust that motherfucker out on you niggas, you know what I'm saying? But further, oh baby, it's already started. For those, once again, shit, my mind just went completely blank. Once again, my name is Araneae Storm. You can find me at all social media at Araneae Storm. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, once again, that is araneastorm.wix.com/info. Yeah, yo, appreciate y'all once again for showing that love. We will get back into it. All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.